Yo, so guys, we're back for another video. We have an auction day today. Headed to Fort Myers to check out a few things. Now, the main thing that I'm looking for is a sport bike that doesn't run, has a clean title, but they have no idea what's wrong with it. Normally when I'm going to the auction to buy things that I'm unsure of the known condition, I like to bid low for obvious reasons. I don't know if the engine can be seized up. I don't know if it just needs a spark plug, might just need a battery. But my budget for the blue bike that you guys are going to see in the video is about $300, maybe $350 max. Because again, it could just be a hunk of metal. The engine could be seized up for all we know. And then on top of that, I'm going to look for some Dodge Chargers. Hopefully between, keep it low, guys. Remember, I'm in the business, well, not a business. I'm in the market to buy something where if I need to sell it quickly, I can make more profit than I would, as if I was buying it for myself. If I was going to be buying a car strictly for myself, then I'll pay, what it's worth. But since I'm not, and I also don't know the full condition of these cars, although I am going to look at them, I'll probably bid between 30 to 35% of what it's worth, generally, based on, how it looks and how much work I have to put into it and what it may or may not need. So I'm going to list at the bottom of each little video what the car went for, because I'm not going to have the live auction. This is auction preview day, which means I'm going the day before the auction and check out the actual videos. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to check out some cars. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a Dodge Challenger here. It's a V8. Now it's the first gen Challenger. Well, it's not the first gen. It's the older Challenger. So it's not the new one, which is it's a little bummer. But if that goes for about $4,500, I buy it, because on the website it says runs and drives. So, based on that, doesn't prove the transmission's well, because at the auction place, you can turn the cars on, you can put it in gear and drive a little bit back, maybe a foot or two, and go forward a little bit, foot or two, so you can see if it, it clicks in gear. But you won't actually know if the transmission fully works going through all the gears if it's only in the parking lot. So with that being said, I'll probably be like $4,500 on the black Challenger. But enough of me talking, guys. Let's get into the auction video. So we got a couple of Chargers over here, guys. Now these are all, I believe, Fort Lauderdale Police Department Chargers. So at least you know where they came from. A couple of them run, a couple of them don't. These are all the V6 model. Now for the cars on the lot that require a key fob to start, you have to walk back to the main office to get the key and leave a driver license. Granted, I'm not going to buy any of these cars, because if I was going to go for a Charger, it would have to be a V8. I didn't feel like going to the front, so I don't have the video of these turning on, because I didn't go to the front to get the key fob. Oh, look what we got over here. Nice little fishing boat. Nice little John boat. Check this out. Now this is pretty nice. It looks about 18 feet, maybe 17, 18 feet. Got a nice Mercury on it. I believe it's a 25. Yeah, it's a 25 horsepower. Now if you're a boater, they last a while. So here it is, guys. Here's I believe it was a 2000. I don't know, I forgot the year. It's a 2000 something Suzuki Bandit 600. It doesn't run. It didn't start. There's no power anywhere. So I am going to stick to what I was saying, bidding low, because it needs quite a bit of work. And I mean, it could need a whole job. It need new brakes, it could need new light, it could need a whole new everything. So we'll bid low. We'll still keep an eye on it, and we'll see what it goes for. And there's Harley Davidson over here. I believe it was an 883. That didn't sell for too bad. And here we are, guys. Here is the Dodge Challenger. Now it did start up, which is nice, but this vehicle went for way too much in my personal opinion, because at 183,000 miles on the dash, although it runs and drive, this vehicle went for $9,000 before taxes and fees, which is another about 21%. So everything in this video, guys, don't forget to add in 21%, which is why I bid so low, because when you add in the fees, sometimes you're bidding more than what a car is worth for a car at an auction that needs work. So just keep that in mind, guys. But it's a cool vehicle. If it went for $4,500, that'd be one thing. But $13,000 for this, with that much miles, I wouldn't. Now over here, they got a GMC Sonoma that I did like. Now I was going to buy this vehicle if it went for under, I think it's $1,500 my budget. It'd be like a little work truck. I can load motorcycles into it a lot easier than my F-150, because my F-150 is pretty high off the ground when you're loading trucks up in the back. When you're loading up bikes in the back, and this car is a little shorter to the ground. So it's nice and all, but this vehicle went for $2,300, which is not much for a nice Sonoma. And the inside interior was nice. The AC did not work. It has 160 on the dash, but it is a cool vehicle nevertheless. And you know, somebody that bought it for themselves at 23, it's not a bad deal. But for me, I'm going to have to give a little bit hard pass. Now up next, I believe there is a dually coming up, a nice diesel dually. Now this has a rebuilt title. I believe it had 120,000 miles on the dash. But if you note diesels, you're just finally breaking it in at 100,000 miles on a diesel truck. You know, it's not a gas. The interior is super clean. I mean, just look at the seats. Look at the floor. I don't know if they detailed it before they dropped it off, but it's clean. There's no scratches anywhere. The AC was nice and ice cold. In fact, I actually sat inside, you know, get away from the heat and the auction for a little bit, you know, check my phone, check some messages. Because, you know, why not? The car is on. It's like almost a full tank of gas. But it's a cool vehicle. Now, this dually did sell for $35,000, which I don't think is that bad for a dually of this size and in this condition. With, you know, decently low mileage for a diesel. Again, 130, it's not too bad for a diesel, especially a newer truck. So, oh yeah, whoever bought this for $33,000, sorry guys, $33,000 is what it sold for. You know, plus your 21%, it's not bad, it's not bad. All right, so I'm headed back home. I didn't make it too long of a video. Now, they had dozens of cars there. Just to make some quick mentions, there was a 370Z. It was automatic. It did not turn on. Probably could have been a battery. Tried to jump it, that didn't work. I believe that 370Z sold for $3,500, $3,600. It was nice red. Interior was messed up, as if the Tasmanian devil went in there and scratched up and tore out everything. I don't know what happened to the inside of that car. If the inside would have been a little bit better, I should have got it on video, but I forgot. It was too hot, guys. I do apologize for some of the cars that I'm mentioning you guys not seeing. It was pretty bad. It needed a lot of work on the interior. But if you need like a drift car, or you know, you're just hooning around drifting in a 370Z, then you're fine. What else they had in there? They had a couple of Crown Vics. Those are always a given. They sold between $2,000 and $2,800 because that's what Crown Vics go for nowadays. So if you do need a car, you can't knock good old police Crown Vic. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I decided not to, like I said, make a long video. I only went really to check out the Charger. I did want to look at the 370Z until I seen how bad it was on the interior. I mean, like I said, the airbags deployed, but there was no accident. You know, it was a clean title. I don't know what the person did. Who knows? That happened. I wanted to check out the bike, the Challenger, and I did want to check out that GMC Sonoma. So that's pretty much it, guys. There will be another auction coming up in a few weeks. So I will take pictures and show guys more videos than I did in this video. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna hit the road. We'll catch you guys in the next one. We're out. Peace.